want to see the most exciting game that happened in this tournament so far, I think. The tensions are very high, skyrocketing even, I would say. And we're already on the cross, we're already looking at the fight here. So let's enjoy this. This is a game between John Rambo and Mexi versus Regis and Mickey. John Rambo, also known as Cochise12, to those that know him from his old nickname. And we already can see what happens here. Like I said, the tensions are very high. There's been a lot of drama during the last couple of days, but this is a bit different matter. Let's just enjoy the game. I think even with all the drama, it's really nice to see these all players are really excited for this game. So let's just look what happens. Okay, it seems like Mickey got attacked and doesn't look good from for the grades here. But Regis can backstab. It can go both ways, but so far it looks pretty good on the top for John Rambo makes T. And Regis, I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough. Yeah, it seems like John and Maxi almost killed everything on top. And it depends if Regis can kill these shooters quickly, probably. This can be very important. But I think Regis isn't doing as good as he should. Yeah, it's pretty tough. It seems like John Rambo and Maxi will win this, which probably means that I need to make sure I remember the rules. So give me a second. Yeah, it looks pretty bad. I don't think Regis has a chance anymore. Seriously? Sorry guys. I have some problem. Okay, seems like seems like Max and John Rambo won this. Well, really. You're first, the last. Yeah, the tension's not really high here. It's kind of bad for one reason, but for the other, you know, it's really exciting because we know that there's nobody's going to take prisoners in this game. You know, it's going to be a really exciting game. Okay, so it probably means that that we can start. These are the settings. Okay, seems like we picked the locations already. So waiting. So we have some time. Uh, They picked 1, 2 versus 4, 5, so this seems in order. What else can we see? I just want to verify quickly that I'm doing it alright. Oh, come on. Which one was that? Copy, paste, so that's the location. Just checking quickly if it's the same map. Maps MP, name, Uno. Yeah, seems okay. EC3. Yeah. Okay, so I didn't make a mistake and nobody was complaining. Okay, so it's the same map as in the photo. Okay, I'm prepared anyway. And there we go. Good luck. Yeah, so just like I said, this is the start of the game between Mexican team and John Rambo, also known as Coach's 12, and the other team is Regis and Mickey from Clan the Great. It's already proven to be a very controversial game because we've had a lot of drama about this, and you can see that everyone is really angry at each other here, and I guess it can be good for the quality of the game. I'm really hoping for that. I know that these players are really good, and this is the semi-final of the tournament, so I'm guessing that there's even theoretically there's no weak players here anymore, and with names like this, Regis, Mickey, John Rambo, and Max T, we can be sure to see really good performance from everyone. I'm really hoping for this. I'm really hoping it doesn't happen that someone screws up their base and we can see really instant GG, because that would not be good, I think. And so, by the way, it's really a shame that I eventually didn't get to make a stream in Polish. There was a plan to make Regis, Mickey versus Sokol and Boco game streamed in Polish entirely, but the last game here, which Regis and Mickey won against Sokol and Boco, was played in a bit strange time. I think it was 10 a.m. At Wednesday. So. There was almost no way we could show this, and on top of that, I don't even think anyone would really watch at such a strange time, because most of the people will be at work, for example. So I don't think it was possible or feasible to show the game. But anyway, what can we expect here? Trying to judge the level, the skill level of the players here. I'm guessing that theoretically Max T is the best spammer here, maybe, but I'm not 100% sure about this. I would give it Regis a very close second if his game is going good. I'm pretty sure everyone was pre-building like crazy for this map because, like I said, the tensions were very high. So I'm pretty sure that everyone has prepared their best possible bases. So unless someone has some problems resulting from the stress, for example, then maybe we will see some screw up. But in normal occasion, I really don't think that we're gonna see weak bases here. It's the it's complete top of KaM players from this community. So like I said, the expectations are just as high as the tensions before this game. speaking a bit about the map, it's called Neguno, and this is the map that we chose for the semi-final round of this tournament. And to be honest, I didn't play it for a while, but okay, the camera is off as always. Damn it. Anyway, I didn't play it for a while, but I believe it's a bit similar to Agento, and that's not a surprise given that both these maps were made by Kungen. The same author and the same style, I'd say. I'd also say they're not the prettiest. They are better maps for sure. It kind of looks similar to Thunder's maps made in a short time, you know, because Thunder can make really nice maps, but often he makes maps that look nice enough, and that's what I would say about this one. It's nice enough. Maybe kind of level of across the desert, you know, like they're somewhere near the original maps. There's some nice roads here that I like, for example, this terrain here. I don't know about the mountains though, you know. But anyway, I guess that nobody is really caring too much about the looks. So let's talk about the locations a bit. I think many of the locations on this map might have a bit tricky wood. Yeah, I'd rather not play this one, to be honest. There's a lot of space, but you kind of have to go quite far away for the wood. The iron is pretty interesting here, on the other hand, so you get something for that. I think for Regis' location, it's maybe a bit easier. I don't know. Maybe not about the distance, because there's plenty of distance you have to cover, but yeah, I guess it kind of depends where you go for the gold, although it's probably better to go to the left. You can see that there's multiple choices you can get. For Regis log, it's definitely better to go for this gold mountain. For Kochis' log, it's kind of tough, but probably for this, because you also have to take the forests, so you kind of have to go here as well. And going for this one doesn't really give you anything regarding the wood production, so I'm guessing that doesn't pay off in the short term, you know. So I'm pretty sure that he's gonna go for the left first and try to go for this coal here as well. We can see that he's making the farms to the left side, so we'll probably see the classical Kochis farms here in a couple more minutes. You can see Mickey is insanely fast regarding the gold production, the road to the gold, faster than anyone else so far, at least. Maxi is not that slow either, but that's because his gold is probably the closest one from all the players. And Mickey has probably the biggest distance, I think. Maybe Kochis has bigger distance, but only because Mickey can also get the coal along the way, so seems pretty fine. Already making the farms here, the first one. Can kind of see that he needs to expand his wood production as fast as possible. You can see that it's kind of tricky here, like I said. It would be really interesting to see what the players will do. I honestly don't think there will be any horse rush here, for example, because we've got players on really high level here, and I don't think that they have to resort to such dirty tactics. Also, I don't think, for example, Mickey would rush the gold that much in such case. Would probably try to go for the farms, maybe, for example. Well, I don't know. I don't play Horse Rush too often, so I can't really tell. But Anyway, looking at Regis, he seems to be getting the wood. Oh crap. No guys, I think I really need something to drink the back. It's gonna be a bit tricky to not fall asleep, even with such an exciting game. So let's get some caffeine, the bubbly version. I'll probably have to advertise soon, so let me. Let me prepare quick and we'll be able to continue. Maybe let's show Cochise' base for a while. While I'm trying to do this. Okay. Okay, so you can see Regis is piling up the farms here. The wood production already looks pretty cool. You can see that he's rushing the wood really aggressively. I like it, to be honest. And going for the gold smelter. I like the way it's already looking like. I mean, the base is definitely going to look very well. You can already see which buildings will go. Probably iron protection on the left and the farms on the in the middle. It's kind of tricky with the farms in the middle, maybe, but you know you have to make them right away. So maybe it's not the worst decision. We'll see if it generates some traffic jams, for example. I think it might be very important to put some buildings on the top. Okay, I need to.
See you soon.
I need to send the links, so please let me do that. And then I'll be back. Okay, the links were sent, so we can start again looking at the bases. Anyway, yeah, let's take a look at Maxi. Already some farms. The woods looks okay. You can see a lot of trees being planted here. Yeah, long time indeed. And now somebody's lagging. How nice is that? Okay. Anyway, we've got a huge forest being planted here. I'm not sure there were any trees here. You know, it kind of looks like an unusual location because it's so close to Tow House, but I think it can work pretty well. There's loads of space on this log. And the iron is a bit tricky, but you can fit all of these buildings here, so he probably cuts down, yeah. He's gonna go for the second gold sooner or later. You can see he's already rushing for this, and this probably as well. And yeah, even despite the fact that he's gonna have a lot of space occupied by the woodcutters here, you can still see that he's gonna have a huge amount of space for the farms. He can easily put here like 12 and slightly less easily even more. So yeah, this is this might become a massive base. The distances on this log, probably on most of these logs, are pretty big. So yeah, you can also see that Regis did a similar thing here. He just cut off his city with the woodcutters on the right side and everything else on the left. Exactly the same tactic. Yeah, it's basically what the good players do here, I guess. And everyone is probably really aggressive regarding woodcutters. Let me see coaches. Doesn't look too good, to be honest, regarding the wood production. He's still cutting here, so it's kind of working, but he really needs these woodcutters on the top as well. You can see that he didn't even rush for this yet, because he knows how bad the situation can be regarding the wood production, so he has to take everything here. Interesting thing is that he's cutting these trees. I didn't think he can afford this, but seems like he thinks he can. I'm hoping that he trained this location before, because you know, it looks pretty tricky. I think these trees are already... Yeah, he's cutting them, so yeah, he's gonna be fine. The timings are correct. He's still cutting these trees, he's gonna start cutting these ones, and he's already cutting some of the trees from here, so it seems like the first round of planting is done already, so yeah. And by the way, hello Trash, and maybe I shouldn't take sides as a streamer, but I was really disappointed to see you guys losing the previous game, because you were doing so beautifully in the first two games, and you know, I lost a lot of times for these games, so I was kind of rooting for you personally. Obviously, yeah, it's not really maybe too important whom the streamer is rooting for, but you had my heart. Sadly, for me, sadly, not for Boss and Bullet, we've got another winner there. So Boss and Bullet are the guys which are going to play against the winner of this exact game, Mexican and John Rambo, also known as Coaches 12, versus Regis and Mickey. There was no game like this before. Must be the most hyped up game ever, with a lot of drama before. So I'm just hoping, like I said before, I'm just hoping for one thing, that everyone has his best possible performance, and that we can see the players doing their best possible job, and we can see a really nice fight. Hi, what gives this fighting map for players? Like points in tournament or something like that? Whoever wins the map can choose the locations, because on this map, Neguno, you're supposed to play locations 1 and 2 versus locations 4 and 5. and the winner from the cross map can pick which side they want to play. So they pick the locations first. Uh, we decided that some time ago, actually I think it was Mandos's idea, it was pretty good, that it's not fair to make players pick locations completely randomly. The sides, actually the sides, not the, yeah. So because you know sometimes on a map you have a better side and a worse side because the map is not completely balanced. So in that case we'd rather make the winner of a fight map stage take the locations. It's pretty random. The fights in KaM are pretty random anyway, especially when you have the same amount of units and the same terrain. You know, there's hardly an advantage. I think for the next tournament we might actually consider changing the cross map to something that actually tests fights as they look on maps like this one, because you can see the battlefield is a bit different here. On cross we just have like 1, 2, 3, 4 corridors and a big, actually kind of small area in the middle. So it's I don't think cross is the best indicator of who can fight the best in this game. So in my opinion, we might consider some other map in the next tournaments for deciding the locations. But anyway, going back to what happens here, you can see that we've got 33 minutes to peace time. Mickey already has 4 farms and making his second swine farm. I can't really see anything being really wrong in this base. The wood could be better, but I think it's okay for this map. And I don't think any other player will have better wood. Yeah, you can see the same thing here. There's some wood in the storehouse and it seems to be working just right. In Maxty's base should be fine. Is a problem with serves perhaps? 39 serves. Let's take a look at everyone's serves, maybe. There's not a big difference, it seems. Still, it kind of seems like... yeah, it seems like the least serves from Max, but the difference is really not important. 1 or 2 serves difference, yeah. I'm kinda worried because I saw myself lagging before today during the game, but seems like for now everything is okay. Looking at all the bases, kind of feels like deja vu. I think that none of the players would be foolish enough to try for the first stable or even second stable here. You can see that they're trying to play it pretty safe. If you have a map like this, like Neguno for example, you have to trade off. You have to make trade-offs, so you can't really try to blindly spam everything. Everyone is going for the most standard tactic possible, I guess. Can't really see any mistakes. Hopefully I'm not missing something. You can see that... oh, I really love this setup of farms for Regis, but... yeah, the traffic jam. I kind of expected this might happen if it doesn't make any roads or buildings on the top here. So, I mean, it's still kind of early. There's 30 minutes into the game. It's kind of expected that he won't be able to make the buildings here so fast, but you can see this setup is pretty weird with 1 road only here There's a lot of space where the serfs can only, you know, wait here in the queue below the storehouse. Pretty critical mistake is that he didn't make this roll, I think. I'm not sure it would have helped a lot, but maybe a bit, you know. There's also no shortcuts towards this side, which makes everyone go like here. So this road is very badly needed. I would even risk making this early on. At least until now, definitely. Because you have very close stone, so it's not a waste of time at all. And you can see how much time you can waste with the serves going on here. It kind of unloaded now. Maybe it was a bit related to the resources that were being put into this building. It's not a lot of stuff, but you know, it sometimes can disrupt the base a bit. Let's take a look at Mexi. 6 farm. How does it compare to the others? 4 farms from coaches and 2 more gonna be here. Going for iron. Mexi already has iron. Pretty interesting because you can see his iron is better than Kochi's, and Kochi's has way closer iron mines. So yeah, I guess that's just the class of Mexi. I think Kochi's has easier lock. It's slightly tricky with wood maybe, but still. So maybe it's not the best performance. I think Mickey's lock kinda compares to Mexi, maybe. You can see the setup is quite similar, kind of. I'd rather play Mexi's lock probably because of the closer buildings. But still, if you have to rush here, just rush and it will kind of work. I like the way he's building here. Maybe a small shortcut here wouldn't hurt, but otherwise it's pretty fun. You can't really see a lot of traffic jam here anyway, so I think it's okay for the time being, and later on he might need that one, but it's not pretty important. You can see 6 farms. This is also... I gotta say that all the farms I'm seeing here today are built in a pretty charming manner. And apart from Regis and his problem with rolls, I think all the players have... whoa, just look at rolls from Cottage. This is pretty nice. This is kind of tricky right now, so this is definitely needed. He's not gathering a lot here, but... well, it's not like he has any team built together, right? As you can see very well here, Neptuno is kind of map where you have to live with whatever wood you can produce at the moment, so it can be tricky. But you can see the players are executing this pretty nicely, and they're not trying to build too much. They're actually hanging pretty tight with the wood, so for me it all looks pretty good. I'm a bit worried about Mickey's iron production, although you can see that he's stacking up the iron bars in the storehouse, which probably means that even if he makes his ammo and weapon smithies slightly later, with 2 iron smithies, you can buy some time to yourself, you know? Because, whoa. I gotta say, guys, that last couple of streams, I really feel like my throat is not liking it, you know. I don't like this at all, but hopefully nothing bad happens to me regarding that, because I really don't want to stop streaming Knights of Merchants games. Maybe I go Dixopkan route. Shout out to Dixopkan, by the way, if somehow he's watching us. This was the guy who was making the shortcasts, the videos on YouTube from Knights of Merchants with no text at all. I mean, no voiceover, only text, only the subtitles at the bottom of the screen. Anyway, there's 23 minutes till peace time, and you can see that. Try to zoom out a bit because I think the visibility of the base will be a bit better. You can see that Reggie still didn't make any buildings here, making his first butcher here. Although when you see his the layout of his base, I don't think there's a lot of stuff that's traveling from here, for example, to here. Apart from wood, perhaps, yeah, and stone when making buildings and roads. So, yeah, maybe a shortcut could be a nice idea, but nevertheless, oh crap. Let's do it like this. Okay, so coaches already has barracks. I'm waiting for everyone to have them so I can start comparing the players. No barracks in two bases here. Okay, this is pretty bad. Especially that they are like going for a spam combo. Okay. Anyway, it's the time where any wood problems there might be in any bases will not be the fault of the locations of the map anymore, but rather the player not being good enough. However, we can't really see any players having wood problems. Not that I expected any. But anyway, I have a feeling that so far might be a bit better for the right side regarding the possible spam. So doesn't bode too well for TGs. But still, let's wait a bit because I'm pretty sure that Mickey can catch up pretty quickly with the iron. How to say? Is he? Hold on for a second. Ah, there's the third one, but it's completely occupied with the iron ore. This is not too good. Yeah, you can see the amount of serfs probably not enough for this huge base. I mean, it's not. I'm not sure if I can say it's big, but it's really stretched. You can't really do anything about it because of the way the gold is here. Actually, you could. I think these farms could go like here. So this is not as long as it is here. And then I would cutter there and then just make everything there. And the roads would be slightly shorter. That's how I would design the space instead of these long farms here. So I'm not sure why it's working like this. It probably gives a bit better road work in this area though, so maybe that's something nice. And he will still need a lot of space for the buildings, it seems. So perhaps this has some advantages. Anyway, there's 18 minutes till the peace time, and we can already see that. I forgot what I wanted to say. Anyway, let's take a quick look at the bases here. Maybe let's look at Mexico now. I think we didn't look at it for quite a while. And I think so far I can't really say that he's going to have a bad game. It seems like all the players went for normal builds. Mm-hmm. But a second in, does he make only sausages? Because that would explain why he does that. Not exactly. Interesting. I don't understand then why and what he is doing here. Does everyone have the stables? I don't expect at this level of play. Oh crap! This is pretty bad. Pretty late one. I kind of felt so that this might happen because Regis's farms were not that fast. Not, I mean, not as fast as the others, but you can also see Kochi's. Well, he has this farm, but it's not working that well. I think Regis's farms are actually better. He has 8 of them, and he's already working on the fields above, so it's kind of working well. When for coaches, it's like typical coaches base, as someone could probably call this. That being said, however, it seems like he made his third building stables, which probably will make him have a bit more horses. Slightly more than Max, probably the best. Yeah, it seems like Greg is still waiting for the for stables, but Mickey and Maxi are on similar level. And yeah, also Coach is slightly better, but pretty similar. When I'm looking at its bases, I think the left side is having a bit future-proof bases, more future-proof. So the leather production should probably be a bit better here. Also, I don't expect problems with food after a while. Okay, I'm really curious to see the amount of people watching us today. I'm not expecting too much, and it seems like I have to. Okay, who doesn't love captcha when logging in? Ah, come on, this is a bolt as well. There we go. How many? Ah, doesn't work as always. Let me try again. When I send the message, it usually works. Okay. I know some people are watching. Okay, 9 here. 25? Whoa, that's a lot on YouTube. It seems like rest stream refuses. Oh, now it shows me. Okay. Why did I have to refresh? Ah, come on. Okay, I'll just leave it here. Anyway, okay, going back to the game. It's 12 minutes to peacetime, and we've got Maxi and John Rambo versus Regis and Mickey. Polish team versus Polish/Dutch team. Might be a good moment to show the barracks. There's still a lot of time, and you can already see the bases are pretty good. Okay, you can see. Okay, I don't know about the iron from Mickey and Regis. It kind of looks lacking a bit. Regis and Mickey. I'm not too worried about the leather. Slightly worried about iron and horses though. Whoa, look at Maxi. Yeah, that's how we do it. Look at coaches. Yeah, okay, this looks really bad for the left side. Seems like there's a definite advantage. You can see that these guys have about almost 30 right now, and it seems like I screwed this up. Okay, works like this. Okay. Yeah, there's like at least 10. There's at least 10 units, 10 iron units advantage already. Yeah, you can see Regis and John Rambo are on a pretty similar level when it comes to the leather jackets. But then you look at Mickey and you look at... Sorry, you look at Mickey, you look at Max T, and there's a massive advantage for Max. Not in the weapons, perhaps, not that much, but a lot of jackets. If Max can make the wood production work, and I'm not sure if we can, you can see the sawmills, they're not all... Some of them are not doing anything. Kinda okay, I guess, but could be slightly better. How many serfs? And yeah, it should be fine. There's still plenty of time, so I'm not too worried about Max. You can see, I think he's getting there. Only 10 lacking right now. It's 8 minutes and he already has 30 jackets, so I'm kinda thinking 50 is sure, maybe 60. This can be a pretty insane army, and his iron is still pretty good. So he should have at least 30 iron units, 35 maybe, because he's making some pikes. Quite similar here, maybe. Yeah, definitely 30 swords. Yeah, the leather is kinda meh, but I think he can make like 40 without much problems. Then you can see Mickey, and seems like Mickey is slowly catching up, I think, to Maxi. Only 6 jackets difference now, and only 1 horse. So there's not a big difference. I think iron might be slightly more important. Yeah, you can see that Mickey already went through all his iron, so yeah, his iron mines are working like live. You know, he doesn't have iron ore stacked in buildings anymore, so I'm guessing it's fine. Anyway, there's 6.5 minutes to peacetime. I was a bit worried about Regis. Let's take a look. With 6 minutes there, he probably have about 25 swords, I think. Not a lot of horses. Pretty similar leather amount to what Kochis has. But you can see that Regis is going to focus on iron armors right now, probably. Hello, Asra Hassan. And Gevo, because I didn't say hello to you. You're the guy that's always watching at my streams, so thank you for that, Gevo. I remember that you and your sister know how to program in Pascal, I think. Unless I mistook you for someone else with a similar name, in which case I'm deeply sorry. So yeah, we've got 5 minutes until the big fight. So far, I'd probably say, yeah, it looks pretty good from Mickey. You can see that he caught up completely with his leather jackets. Only 3 jackets left to overtake Maxi, only 1 horse. So this is negligible. This is not really important. The amount of swords is the same for both players. However, Maxi still has an advantage regarding the pikes. Rambo for farms and build stable after 2 big farms. Yeah. You saw correctly, and I actually commented that about that at some point. I think I tried to use chat a bit because I can't miss the time either. So let me take a quick look at the bases. That's how Rekis' base looks like. Mm. Anyway, quick look at coaches. I just want to give you a little view of the bases because I'm pretty sure everyone wants to see the entire bases for themselves just before the peacetime. So I'll just give you a couple more seconds. Mexican P. Preview of his base. Whoa, this looks pretty scary, although you can see that the amount of his Mandy. Nice to see here as well. I'm guessing there's gonna be more and more viewers as the time goes on, because you guys are still probably in the middle of the game. I hope that we will fight for the first place in the tournament better than the last game. You missed a coma somewhere, and I'm trying to focus on 2 things at once, so I'll probably start looking at the bases, and I'll respond to you later. So we've got Mickey and Max T. Let's take a look at Mickey's base in the meantime. And sorry, we can see that there's a pretty similar amount, slightly more for Maxi, but you can see the horses are called up. There's a lot of pikes from Maxi and pretty similar amount of pretty much everything else. I would say there's a definite advantage for Maxi, but I'm not sure I can say this is a big deal. I think Mickey did a really good job regarding his leather and horses especially. Not too bad regarding Iron, could be better, but I think it's gonna be okay. And regarding Regis and John Rambo, we can see Regis' horses are pretty bad compared to John Rambo, so this is a massive advantage for the right side. However, no problems with leather for both players, slightly more for John Rambo as well. So somehow his farms work better. And you can see that the amount of... it's slightly better for coaches regarding iron. You can see the same amount of iron troops, but you can see that Regis is a bit more pikes, so it's slightly worse army. You can also see here I have exactly the same amount of recruits. And Mickey is still lacking some. So this is another advantage for the right side. Yeah, so there's a lot of signs pointing at the right side having better situation right after peacetime. So let's wait and see what happens. And okay, I hope that we will fight for the third place in the tournament better than the last game. Yeah. Speaking of which, I must admit I didn't talk about anyone about this, but there's an idea to play a game for the third place, maybe before the final. I think it's a really great idea. This was actually idea of Trash, if I remember correctly, and it would be pretty fun to see them try to win the third place. Especially that, like I said before, I really loved their performance in this tournament. It was pretty unexpected, and they did really good. Astria has to really pay attention to what he's doing. But anyway, then he has to have contraband, not only better and longer. I'm kinda lost with the yeah, yeah, that's the context. I don't like TG Clan, but I want Regis and Mickey to win today. Yeah, to be honest, I'm kinda rooting for them as well. Obviously, that's not really important because I'm trying to be professional, you know. But let's just say that I would really want to see Maxi lose a game in a tournament for a change because he's winning too much. So yeah, Regis and Mickey are a pretty good team, and you can see that it's going to be quite close, I think. Even if there's an advantage right now, I wouldn't cross out Regis and Mickey. It's not like the advantage is that big. With some clever game, maybe some camping at the start, I don't know. I think it can be pretty good. All it takes sometimes is a good catch. So I think the most important thing right now for them is to nivellate the amount of horses that the opposite team has. If they can make their horses not matter in the fight, for example, somehow, then it could be pretty nice. But it's going to be insanely difficult because Max and John are pretty good fighters, especially Maxi. I think coaches can panic easily, especially in tournaments, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Anyway, another look at the amount of people watching. 14, whoa, there's a lot of new guys on Twitch right now, and YouTube kind of stale. So we've got like, why isn't there overall number anywhere here? Come on, guys, really. But then, okay, I have to count myself, so it's like 41 viewers. That's quite a lot. I'm guessing we can get to 60 maybe during the peacetime. I mean, after peacetime. Okay, so like I keep repeating, there are very high tensions before this game, and it's definitely going to be the how to call this one of most interesting games here because of how angry everyone is at each other. So yeah, we can definitely say that Regis and Mickey are gonna give their absolute best against Max and John Rambo. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be some nice fighting, and I just hope for uh, for good sportsmanship as much as it's possible in case of such a heated game, such an interesting game. But you know, guys, even with all the drama, it's really nice to stream games like this because you can see that the players care about this, and usually it produces the best games to watch when the players are giving their absolute best. So right now we can see that there's a slight advantage for the right side with the amount of troops, but it's not as big as it could be. So yeah, I think anything can happen right now. Let's wait just a few more minutes until it starts. Yo, Tomix, biggest complainer himself. Okay, 44 viewers. That was unnecessary, Maxi, really. It means shit in Polish in case anyone was asking. But not that's kind of what I expect from Maxi. Anyway, we can see that Mickey and Regis are coming out with their armies. Wondering if this is going to be an aggressive game. We can see the scouting. Regis broke through here, and coaches kinda ignored him. Interesting. Mickey also here as well. Oh, no, it's uncommon to see Maxi give a pass to someone. That's interesting. And also Regis let John Rambo here, so seems like they're gonna be having a pretty nice vision as well. Although only one area. Oh wait, there's Max T here. Huh, why did he catch this? I'd rather go here in his... he's already there. That's what he wants to do. Well, the tower might be a problem, and... Okay, I'm not sure how much you guys can see, so I'll try to zoom in a bit. I will see the vision a couple moments. Yeah, let's see what the right side sees right now, and it's not too bad. They can see a bit of Mickey's barracks, but there's almost no vision on no vision on the Regis space. But there's enough vision here, so it's not too bad. And not the worst from the other side either. They managed to get a glimpse of Max T's base, although this is the least important angle. It would be very hard to scout it directly here, by the way, because that's the direct road that the troops are coming through. And it seems like Max T opts for a pretty fast attack, I think. What's their vision? Do they see this? Yeah, they completely see. Why are they doing this? I think that they should do something. Come on, guys. Okay, the Greats are caught in a really bad situation, and I mean, maybe it's not going to be bad if they can catch Max in a stupid position. This could actually be interesting. I think Maxi ain't gonna risk this without coaches on his side yet. I can't yet see what he wants to do. He might want to go back a bit maybe, because right now the enemy has advantage, and it seems like, yeah, for a second I thought that Mickey might try to catch, but I don't think he would like to do this, but Maxi can do this. Okay, seems like there's a catch. This is pretty risky as there's also some pipes here. Okay, we've got some action here. You can see Max is shooting, and coaches both are completely out of action. I have no idea what happens here. But seems like Max ain't shooting at all as well. They're trying to regroup somehow. Max only chose to send half of his people here. They kinda regrouped, and now they're trying to get Mickey here. It's going to be very easy to pin him down to the mountain, so I'm really hoping for his own good that he doesn't get caught. In the meantime, Coaches has a catch which might be pretty good because it's against the mountain. And there's a lot of stuff happening here. I think that coaches will be able to sneak in some horses on the back if this breaks through, but there's a pretty bad situation for his army here. I think whoever wins this fight will be... Oh crap, what is coaches doing? Part of his troops... Okay, this is not a bad deal actually. Yeah, it seems like a very quick GG for the Greats, but let's not say it aloud yet, although this looks pretty bad. Yeah. For such high tension, such a short game, I'm completely disappointed. Yeah, I think Coach's comment and makes this kind of spot on. This was pretty bad. Yeah, I'm at loss of words. So we can see that we've had two games where they both kind of looked like the same. I didn't actually see the second game, but I heard that it was really quick, and I think this one was even quicker. We got like 5 minutes. Completely obliterated the grades. It's sad to see this. Well, I'm hoping that Boss and Bullet are going to be worthy opponents for these two guys, because you can see that they are unstoppable. Now I'm kind of worrying that maybe I shouldn't have chosen Shadow Leon for the final, because it seems like for coaches it might be even bigger advantage to play this. You can still see that Regis is trying to kill off coaches. It's not looking that bad because his bows are getting killed, but you can see he doesn't have even remotely enough troops to do anything here. There's nothing that he can do. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be fighting until the barracks are dead for both players. Okay, that's a nice show. That's a really nice show of culture from XT. Ah. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, I guess that's the time when I should see the statistics, although this is pretty terrible. Yeah, you can see Mexican T really blew the bank regarding the army. At least let's take a look at the chat, because they might be a bit more truthful. Yeah, you can see there were 3 players and one really great player. Yeah, so like I said, I'm not gonna try to spread this out too much. I'm waiting for the day when we can see a team that can step up and beat these guys, because it seems like Maxty and John Rambo are unstoppable in this tournament. So let's take a quick look at the last piece of come on. And the last piece of the puzzle that we have to Fix here. Okay, so yeah, so we've got the winners, and we'll let you all guys know about the time that this game will be played, seeing how it looked before. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be Sunday. And there's also a chance that Miki and Regis will play against Trash and Vanosoup if both teams want to do this, because like I said before, there was a proposition from Trash to make a third place game. So we'll see about that one. I would be really glad to stream this one as well, unless Dobby will prefer to do this himself, which is also possible. And anyway, seems like we're waiting for Max John Rambo versus Bullet Balls at the final. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and see you in 1 week for the grand finals.